Hello everybody. So this is a delayed What's Up Wednesday because Wednesday I forgot my phone in the car. So yeah, that was the thing that happened. But so here we are. We've got Rosie, cool. Hamish, Tucker, Nova, stop eating the foliage, and Murphy. And we're at the straight road today. Good girl. Just to mix it up a bit. We've really been going to my other place a lot, so since the weather was a bit nicer this morning, I thought a little change of pace would be nice. Sorry, I'm just looking at the beginning because it looks like someone else is here. Alright, well, cross that bridge when I get to it. Anyways, so if you hear squeaking, it's because Rosie has a smell, and she's been hunting the smell for a little bit, and she can't figure out what it is. And I can't help her because I don't know what she's smelling, so she occasionally just comes by and squeaks a bit. But, yeah, hi, good boy. Yeah, I had a topic for yesterday. Of course, I probably should have thought about this before I started recording. That would have been more handy. But I think it was along the lines of, oh yeah, okay, so I've gotten a few calls lately about things like separation anxiety and reactivity or aggression or things like that. And given the extraordinary situation that we're in, it's completely normal, especially the separation anxiety. Like, that 100% makes sense because your dogs are not used to having you around all the time. And so as soon as that routine changes, like, dogs are very routine oriented, so as soon as that routine changes, they are going to be upset about that. And my recommendation for that is to crate your dog like you normally would. So if you normally would go to work in the morning, then crate your dog. And it doesn't have to be for the whole day. Like, if you normally crate your dog for about 8 hours while you're at work or what have, you don't have to put them in for 8 hours, obviously, but like a minimum of 2 per day is typically what I would recommend, just to remind them that, like, this is a good, safe place for you. And that way, as soon as, interesting. And that way, as soon as you go back to work or whatever, they already know, like, okay, I'm going to my crate or I'm going to whatever. It's time to chill and just sleep until my people let me out again. And if you're struggling with this a little bit, like, you're trying to get back in that routine and you find they're just like, they're not having it, what I would recommend in that case is keep your high reward treats only for the crate. So if you give your dogs a bone, which I would recommend, is good for their teeth, stuff like that, only allow them to chew it in the crate, right? Kong, same thing, only let them have a Kong in the crate. And then it becomes, like, it reinforces that it's a good... Rosie! Thank you. Are you hunting birds? Yeah. Okay, get out of here. Poor robins. That's the second time we've interrupted their bath. So yeah, that's what I would recommend in that case. And I get this question a lot, which is why, when I am approached with a reactionary dog, do I start with basic obedience? I get that a lot. Because usually when I meet with a client and we talk about how their dog is reactive, and this could be or aggressive. Things like resource guarding, just like being unmanageable on leash when they see other dogs, barking at the window, any sort of behaviors like that. Poor Murphy. He's like, I need water stat. Rosie. Hi, good girl. Good. Okay, go. She's got something up her nose, man. And the reason we start with that is because it helps. Okay, sorry, this is going to be really awkward. I need to do this and do this so I can pick up bags as we go. And it's a simple way to, oh, that's probably really bad for the audio. Sorry about that. Hold on. Okay. Sorry. Yay. No editing. Anywho, it's because working on basic obedience can really help your relationship, in all honesty. If you're finding your dog doesn't really have his listening ears on with you, and when I say listening ears, this is what I'm talking about. Murphy, sit. Good. Break. So you see how I say it once and he does it? That's huge in training. Like, for me, it's just it's an emergency thing, right? Like, if I recall my dog, I need him to come on the first recall. And that's the same for everybody here. Everybody, when I say come, will come, because I don't say it a second time. Tucker, whatever it is. Thank you. So if that's not the kind of relationship you have with your dog, then I would recommend trying, like, just doing some drills with their food and getting it. Like, it takes practice just like anything else. I compare training dogs to going to the gym. I mean, it has the word training right in it, right? And the more reps you do, the better your dog is at something. And realistically speaking, it can take hundreds or even thousands of reps of something for them to get it nice and solid in their brains. So, you improve your relationship with your dog, and you start to pattern the behavior where, like, you are the leader. You are the one that is in charge. Like, all the resources that you give your dog, you are giving your dog. They don't, like, automatically become your dogs. All the... Tucker. Good boy. Sorry. And when you're on a walk, like when you're on a leashed walk, they need to know that, like, it's your job to take care of anything that's concerning them, not theirs. So oftentimes when dogs are reactionary on leash or aggressive on leash, it's because they just want the other dog to get away from them. So they're going to put on this big show. Or they're throwing a temper tantrum because they want to go say hi, and they perceive the leash and you as not letting them. So it's one or the other. It's either it's a giant temper tantrum to get you to let them go, and this is actually pretty common in dogs, especially that go to doggy daycare. They're so used to just being able to do whatever they want in regards to greeting other dogs that as soon as there's any sort of pushback or resistance, it's a completely different show, right? So there's that. And then the other one, of course, is if your dog just doesn't like other dogs. And again, that's normal. That's completely okay. There's nothing wrong with having a dog that just isn't terribly social with other dogs. This is one of my favorite things. I don't know if you guys remember, but Hamish was the first dog to play with Nova when she was a puppy, because she was too scared of all the big dogs. So every time I see them play Hamish, no. I know, bud, but no. It's not good for your tummy. It's just one of those things that makes me smile now. Anyhow, okay, complete my thought, complete the video. So, yeah, that is basically what a reactionary dog, for the most part, is doing. Temper tantrum or trying to get the other dog to stay away. Like, basically, they've learned if they put on this show that you are going to go away from this other dog, or they genuinely just don't like the other dog and they're trying to warn them away, but they feel like that they have to do that. Or feel is the wrong word, because they have learned that they have to do that because otherwise the dog that they're scared of is going to go in their space. And what you need to tell them is like, okay, I understand that you don't like other dogs. That's cool. We're cool. But you have to understand that I will make sure that that dog stays away from you. I will make sure those people stay away from you. I will make sure whatever it is that you're scared of is going to stay away from you. So that's why working on that relationship, working on those foundations really translates into getting that dog into a better headspace and getting that dog more in tune to you, paying more attention to you. Because like as some of you may... Fly attack. Oh, poor Rosie. You're getting a bath when we get home, my love. As some of you may know, like Rosie was with us for board and train. Good girl. And she was with me for about a month. It was originally supposed to be 3 weeks, but had some shipping delays on some of her gear, so she was with me for an extra week. And on walk, at least, the difference is night and day. Like, when we first started taking her on pack walk, she would try to get in everyone's faces, jump and bite at their faces, because that's her play style. Like, again, there's nothing wrong with that. That's completely a play style. It's totally fine. However, you have to understand that not every other dog is going to play that way. Not every other dog is going to like that. So you can see here, like, she's more interested in sniffing around. She's more engaged with her environment. Rosie! Yes! And she's more engaged with me. Which before... Come all the way. Good. Okay, go. Whereas before... I know that's not fair. We'll do recall at the car. There's no way she would have even twitched an ear in my direction. Whereas now you can see, like, she's paying attention to her environment, but her ears go back. Well, now she's hunting a fly, but her ears go back. She's more engaged with me, and she's not getting in other dogs' faces. Like, she's completely chill and relaxed. Whereas before, she was, like, so amped up every time we went on a walk, all she did was annoy the heck out of the other dogs. Right? So we worked on her foundations. That's what the board and train was. Endless reps of foundations. And then slowly I put her on walk. And she was on leash with me for at least 2 weeks when we were on off-leash pack walk. And that's purely because we trained her to recall with me and stay with me, even if a ball was being thrown for Cody, even if 2 other dogs were playing and she couldn't play with them. Like, all of that proofing was done before I let her off leash. And now, like, if she's getting to be too much, she still plays like that. She's still, like, I wish May was here, because you'd see. If you see her playing with May, like, she's still jumping at May's face and grabbing onto her beard, which is understandable. She does it with Nova, she does it with Murphy, but she doesn't do it with the dogs that don't want to, like Tucker. And if she's getting to be too much for the other dogs, then she also just gets recalled off. She says that's enough and we continue on our way, and she stops. And like now, she is not reactionary with me, and her on leash is very good as well. So that's basically how I did that, though, is start with basic foundations and build up from there. So this video is longer than I wanted, so I am going to sign off now. Hope you guys are having a good time. If you have any questions about what I talked about today, let me know. And there we go. I'll talk to you soon. Cheers.